Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce you to Fallout Anomaly, a brand new, only just released mod list for Fallout 4, available via the Nexus Mods website for the Wabbajack installer. Let's dive into this together. This is going to be something quite special on the channel for us because, well, I made a little video a couple days ago and I checked out the Discord for this mod list and ended up kind of accidentally making contact with the developers. I posted a little picture on the screenshots tab in the Discord and it ended up inspiring a bit of a conversation. And it turns out, well, basically I'm going to be working alongside the developers of this mod list to introduce it to you. It is work in progress. It's very advanced. They've been working on it for about 6 months, I do believe. There's a lot going on here, 811 mods, and together you and I are going to be diving into this live, playing through it as we would with our own style and our own approach. The developers are going to be checking out the content, responding to feedback, responding to your input, so please do let us know how you feel about this. Stalker Anomaly inspired mod list. Alright, I've got a lot to tell you, okay? But we're going to go into it real slow. I don't want to just roll off 1,000. Who's this? Who's Jagger? Hello, Jagger. I love your hair. It's rather splendid. It's a bit glorious. Is it too glorious for the apocalypse? I don't know. Maybe he's got a little bit of flair about him, this guy. Real AI is installed. Okay, wait a second. Who am I on here? Jake or Jagger? Who are we going with? Okay, we've got to go with Jagger now, haven't we? Jagger is the man. All sorts of mods are starting up on the left here. We're just going to jump in. Let's see how we go. So we're going to hold hands as we venture forth into this experience. Have we frozen here? Things might just be getting started. Let's just give it a second. Okay, so I did just let it took a good 15 or so seconds there. I thought it had crashed, but I let it go and it sorted itself out. So what are we doing here? Are we choosing our name? Jagger. Of course, it's got to be Jagger Mickelson. Okay. That's what we're rolling with. So we've got a limited amount of special points here. I think we're going to roll with slightly less luck, higher agility, less charisma, 1 strength, and let's leave it at that. Agility and strength. We don't have any mods. No, we can jump straight in. So, this is going to be our new series on the channel within which we're going to build ourselves a character. Get into a little bit of roleplay. Mr. Jagger Mickelson. Alright, so we've got a lot of mod startups to get through here. I'll try to get through this while we're talking. 811 mods, loads and loads of massive quest mods. You'll see some of them start up here. Project DCM, I don't know what that is. Okay, let me just choose my traits here. So we've got a whole perk system overhaul happening. Okay, so we'll go into what perks I've chosen soon. Again, just rolling through the mod startup here. I want to show you this stuff so that you know what you're in store for. For this, we're going to choose guns, survival, and sneak, I think. That should help go at least go a little bit of the way towards keeping us alive. Full Souls is installed here. Super easy install. Download the Wabbajack file off of the Nexus. Follow the instructions. All you do is, well, you just do what you always do for a Wabbajack file. There's one thing you have to do when you get in game, which we'll do in a second. Yep, so we've got, what's this? Point Lookout, another massive mod. I've never played with that. One thing we have to do, let me just get this mod setup going here. So I'm just going to sit here for a minute and make sure all of these mods are stabilized and set up before I initiate the MCM settings. Return to Vegas. We've got Project Mojave installed. The Fens Sheriff Department, another huge mod. Isn't there like 50 hours of extra gameplay in that? Tons and tons of weapon mods. So we're looking for a realistic immersive survival overhaul with focus on roleplay. We've got zombie walkers installed. I don't know what's the deal with that, because the zombies that are in here are the Feral Ghoul expansion zombies. So if there's like the zombie infection stuff, I don't know about it yet. Alright, I think we're ready to go, so I'm just going to alter my field of view here as I do and change my timescale. Now, I'm going to show you this so you know exactly what you're doing. You're going to come into the mod config, open the MCM settings manager, wait for it to load up, and then come down here and click apply, OK, and then when this reloads, we're going to click OK, which I had to do that twice, actually. Maybe I initiated it a little bit early. Then we're going to click reload, and that's it. We're done. We're on very hard difficulty because it's got advanced needs, which is a survival mod, which basically turns the game into survival. So don't play this on survival. Play it on... Holy smokes. Play it on... Do I have time to get my weapon out here? Oops, wrong key. Panicking, guys. Okay, so luckily he didn't eat our face. Now I'm going to turn that music off in a second. Okay, I'll do that in a second. Alright, let me get that sorted. So there's a mod in here, persistent volume sliders, which allows you to change more of the game. I do know the footsteps are a little bit loud too for my liking, so I'm setting them at about 15. Okay, I've got one more thing to do with it, which is my HUD. Okay, so I've done my own custom immersive HUD settings, and I have changed one location. Oh. Okay, so we can see our ammo, as you can see there. Alright, so I know I'm going into a lot of detail here, but obviously I want to be explaining to you everything as we go, so that you know exactly what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. Because if there's any issues, well, we need to know if I've made any changes. I would like to explore inside the vault at some point. Now, one thing I will make a note of straight away is in the Nomad mod list that we played recently, with the immersive HUD hotkey, this condition buoy has been linked up to it somehow. So we're going to set up our... Wow, we've got 8 medkits. Okay, that's stim packs. We've got some potassium iodide, which removes rads. This cures all addictions, and we've got some water. Okay, we're going to disable that autosave. Okay, yeah, so being able to disable that condition buoy in the top right would also be essential, really, for your immersive survival experience. People who like to play with no HUD. Yeah, so going to be working alongside the developers on this one to hopefully cultivate for you, well, the kind of experience that you want. If you're reading this, you must have escaped the tyranny that is the Overseer. Concord and Boston are in shambles. There is fights and looting everywhere. Anyone from Vault 111, come to these coordinates. So we just got a new mission there. Let's take a look at this map. Find the mysterious stranger. So that's the refugee base. Death Rift, Belcher's Cave, the Death Tunnel, DCM's Shadow in the Underground Lab, Riverboat Landing, decrepit office building, all sorts of stuff going on here. I am going to deactivate these for the time being. Wow, so this is all of the missions that spawn in as you spawn in. So we'll get to those later. Really interesting concept, combining, you know, you've got mod lists like Lost World, which I haven't actually played yet, and also incorporating a lot of the really big, deep mission, what do you call it, quest mods as well, which is an interesting idea. So lots to explore here, lots to see and lots to do. Let's go slow with this, alright? Okay, we've got zombies in Sanctuary here. I am so hoping that the zombie walker's infection is not here, but at the same time, I am hoping that it's here. Do you know what I mean? Like, I hope it's in as a game mechanic, but obviously, I'm not hoping. I'm hoping that it's not here too. I hope it's here. I hope it's here. Alright, it better be here. Because that would be cool. It might not be though, because I think that was from an old... Maybe that was from an old version of zombie walkers. So another thing I've noticed at the bottom here is the unlock. The novice unlock is slightly covered. So gathering all the things. Again, please do consider that this is an advanced in development build. So if there are issues, the developers are all over it, fixing things, and very happy and excited to receive your feedback. Let them know down below how you feel about things. Okay, so I know I've gone on like a huge kind of rambling adventure in this video, and that's because, well, it's very exciting to me and very new and different for the channel. So let's settle in, you and I together, and get to know... What's our character called again? Jagger. Mr. Jagger Mickelson. Oh, I tell you what, he certainly takes care of his hair, doesn't he? Oh, he looks so stylish. So he has awoken here in the vault. You've collected an issue of Robco Backyard Robotics. It included components to build your own recruitment radio beacon. Now, very soon, once we have... okay, well, we're here now. Alright, I was going to do this after I've scouted around Sanctuary, but have a look at this. Some seriously cool weapon modification things going on here. Nothing for the knife, nothing for the baton. Well, a couple things, but nothing that we can look at just yet. So we're going to get into the crafting. Okay, so that's another thing that I've noticed there straight away. It's resetting my field of view every time I enter and exit a menu. So, you know, I can address that manually, but obviously that needs to be fixed. So we have awoken in the vault with no memory. We don't know how we got there. We don't know what is going on in the world. All we know so far is that there are zombies around. Now, I'm going to do my best to play this. It's going to be tough. But I want to try to play this in kind of character mode, so my character doesn't know anything about this world. All he knows is that there's zombies around here. He has no memory of his past. I think, though, his memory will awaken as we play. As we develop him. So, we've also got this... Okay, never mind, it's disappeared. The crit thing was staying on screen for a little while. So zombies aren't super tough, which is good. So, hold on, my alarm's going off. Don't you love that? Yes, I'll take a pillow. Nice and comfy for my head. So what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to remove that crit symbol. Because, so the crit thing that keeps popping up at the bottom. I don't want that there. I would rather build up my crits without knowing. So I'll do that in a minute. Don't have a bobby pin. So as our character develops, we will unlock his memories. The thing about waking up with no memory is we don't know what kind of person he's going to be. I know a lot of people, when they do this roleplay stuff, they come up with a character. They come up with a backstory of the character. But I don't. I don't do that. I do it the other way around. I start off with a blank slate. And the character, the game, will develop the character. So we've got an incendiary grenade here. An alarm clock, some money and a gear. Let's have a little look down here in the bunker. So this guy could be nice. We'll make our mind up on the spot. He could be nice, but he could be naughty, Mr. Jagger. I should have called him Jagger McMickelson, shouldn't I? That should have been his name. I can change it. Okay, what's going on here? Are we safe down here? There's no monstrous, murderous, horrifying things. You found a vintage and rare board game. Well, these people look like they're having a blast. Especially this guy. Look at him. Is he kidnapping her? What's even going on there? Okay, more stuff to get. Let's get all the things. Oh, interesting torch there. Okay. Camping kit. Adventures in camping. Why not? Now, yeah, so can't unlock that. I can detonate that though if I have a bomb. Do I have a bomb? I have some sort of bomb. I don't think I want to waste it on that just yet. So, some nice supplies here. What did I see then? Did I see something else? Okay, I think I got it.
So,
that's loud. Well, I'm going to leave that off for now. Although, actually, our character has just wandered down here into the world. And he has, you know, discovered a radio. Let's turn it on.
noodles. Our chef only says one sentence, but that's okay because he only serves one thing.
Stalker backpack.
How about, some Roy Brown. This is Butcher Pete.
Our character isn't a fan of copyrighted music, okay? So, we'll leave that off. But now he knows that there's some people out there. Clearly, somebody's around. Let's get this on. Plus 10 to our carry capacity. Kind of cool looking thing. Alright, we'll take it. Now, are we tired at all? Do we need to sleep? Are we hungry? What's the go? Yeah, alright. So how does this work then? Does it still display it here? If you're not on survival mode, does it still display it? That's a question I have. How do I check my needs? Let me look in the mod list. I mean the mod config. Okay, so I can't see anywhere in here about setting a hotkey to check your needs. Hopefully, it's going to show us as it progresses, as our needs progress. I guess we'll find out. You know, I'm quite happy to play this as a total beginner who knows nothing about some of these mods, and so we can, you know, we can figure these things out as we go. Let's have a little look in here. Very soon we are going to be heading our way down to Concord, but first I'd like to have a look at the workbench just to see what sort of recipes we're going to be dealing with. What kind of settlement building have we got in store for us? Oh yeah, let me organize that. Oh, it seems to be okay now. It was kind of staying on screen for a long time, the crit bar. Which I didn't really like, but it's sort of disappearing. See how we go. Do we have a bobby pin yet? No, we don't. So loot levels seem to be pretty good, not excessive. Still a little bit here though. It's not totally abandoned. 811 mods. How do they do it, guys? How do they do that wizardry with a lot of work? Apparently, 6 months this has been in development. Oh, I actually clicked off that a little bit too quickly. Hopefully, it was just the same. I'm pretty sure, I don't know why, my brain seems to think I just saw Jason Statham on the cover of that magazine. That may or may not be a reality. But, you know, brains are funny things, aren't they? Sometimes they imagine things that aren't there, you know? That's like some sort of association that I have to whatever was on the front of that cover. Alright, moving on. We are special. We are very special. Let's take an intelligence boost. I tend to always pick that. I just like the bonus XP, you know? Who wouldn't? Bonus XP for no reason. Great. Give it to me. And a picture frame. Alright, shall we have a chat with the robot? Who is this strange looking robot? In fact, our character doesn't even know that he can talk yet. He's just kind of looking at him. So does that crit thing pop up when I aim my... Okay, I'm getting rid of it. Okay, it's actually strange. I can't find the crit bar on here anywhere. The crit bar, as far as I can see, is not here. So I can't manually adjust that. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have to roll with that as it is for now. That's odd. That's never happened to me before. Okay, while we're here, let's do it, guys. Let's have a little look. In our settlement, fog filters. What was that else stuff? Cat bowl, okay. Cat bowls are interesting. What have we got? Normal sort of prefab stuff. I won't look through absolutely everything, but we'll get a general... What just happened? Is that some sort of weird texture thing? Okay, yep, normal stuff. It looks like this is vanilla as is. Oh, Sim Settlements 2 is in here, by the way. That's mega. That's mega. So, I don't know mega what. It's mega something, but it's mega. Okay, normal stuff. Maybe we move on then out of structures, a little bit further down maybe. Miscellaneous, nothing else interesting here except for the vanilla stuff. Furniture, standard is it? All pretty standard. Looks good. Hold on, okay, maybe I can check in a little bit more. Yeah, it looks like this is all just kind of vanilla stuff. Hasn't really been altered much yet. Got paintings and posters. That's always cool. Lettering. Alright. Yeah, alright. I'll take it. Stuff things. Vault decorations. Yep, statues. Nuka World. Okay. Power. Generators. Standard affair, I think, in general. Anything else interested in here? Manufacturing. Okay. Armor forge, weapon forge. Now this is new, right? Auto loom, energy weapon, heavy weapon, ammunition plant. This is pretty cool right here. Okay, so again, I'm kind of skipping through a lot of this stuff because, you know, is this new or is this just vanilla? I'm not sure. I've never played around with this in vanilla. You tell me. Could be vanilla. Defense, guard posts, atomic interceptor. I don't know what that is. It looks like a car of some kind. I don't know if that's a car, as in a drivable car. That would be strange, but cool. Okay, I do have the ability to build a turret. Some traps. Normal traps. Okay, so you can tell me, I'm not super familiar with a lot of this stuff, even in vanilla. I play so much modded, it's hard to know. I know this is not vanilla. Okay, so we've got a lot of plantable items there, food-wise. Garden plot, scavenging station. Yeah, okay, cool. So obviously we're going to get a little bit further down the menu in a second. Traders, crafting. Now this is important. Backpack workbench. Coffee pot. Brews hot beverages. Okay. Must be snapped to the burner of a hot plate or cooking station. Well, that's cool. Distillery. Eco entry point applicator. Okay, right. So that was one thing that the developer actually suggested to me. This. I think I might have missed a universal workbench up at the start there. Let me build this. He did say, take a little look. Okay, so this is definitely new, isn't it? Engineering station. Workbench schematics. Okay, this is big. We need to take a second here to just have a look at this because this is obviously an important feature. So we can create armor. Alright, that's normal. Is there no way to just send you straight back into this menu when you tab out of there? Clothing, leather and ragged, road leathers, hooded rags, so we can make our own clothing, which is very good for a roleplay type thing. Oh, did I just go and modify then, did I? Not sure if there is a way for you to just kind of go straight back to this menu. Can we create weapons? Combined arms. AKM, very nice. Ballistic pistol. I don't think the AKM is a pistol. I could be wrong. I'm not a gun guy, but I'm pretty sure it's a big rifle, isn't it? The AKM. Played enough video games to know that an AKM is like a big rifle. Alright, anyway, so there's all sorts of stuff happening there. That's cool. Explosives. Yeah, alright, that's pretty standard stuff, right? Maybe one extra thing here. A couple extra things, possibly. Now, what did I want to have a quick look there at the ammo station? Casings. Oh, this is interesting. Disassembling ammo. What other types of ammo do we have? We do have different types of ammo. So, 9mm rounds. Okay, so there's lots of different ammo types. That's cool. Very cool. They've done a nice job here with these menus for the most part. Making sure there's no like duplicated items and stuff. Sort of thing I experience all the time when I try to mod my own games. Explosives we looked at. Chem station. I won't going to spend too much more time in here. You've got an idea that you could... This is big. What category did I just go in? Night vision goggles? So it looks like some of these could do with recipes. Oh no, just general. You don't need perks to craft them. Okay, they've got recipes. A blitz shield. That doesn't have a recipe. But we actually can't craft it. Okay, I just crafted that by accident. Anyway, again, I'm not going to go through this in too much detail, but just to show you that there's loads and loads of stuff going on here that even I don't really understand what a lot of this stuff is. Gas masks. Gorka suit. Gun for hire items. Alright, I think that's enough. I don't want to spend this whole... That's a lot though. Survival. Survivalist outfit. Does that have a recipe? It would be nice if these had, you know, you had to have perks to get these. Because then you feel like you're progressing rather than just being able to craft it right from the start with loads of supplies. Alright, that'll do. That'll do for that. I don't want to spend... You know, we can look at this later. A little bit more. Alright, guys. Let's just leave that workbench there for the time being and carry on with a little bit of gameplay. You know, we've got to balance out this whole kind of development review thing with, well... It's the stuff that most people, myself included, like to get into, which is a little bit of action. But I do look forward to playing around with this stuff as we go. So apparently this robot doesn't speak. So we'll just leave him to it. He's obviously quite happy over there tending the garden. He's not a threat to anyone, apparently. Did we scavenge in here already? And I've probably got loads of junk on me, don't I, that I should deposit? Yes, a ton. Let's go and deposit this junk. Actually, we can do that on the way out. Chems, I know I've been in there. Now, did I come down here for the 45th time this week? Why does it look like there's something on that container? Because there is. Tension trigger. I can't unlock that because I don't have bobby pins. Cool looking terminal. So there's lots of gear in Sanctuary. Not too much. But obviously the vibe we're going for here is that, you know, the world is not completely desolate. People have been here. They have left supplies. The zombie outbreak. You're not going to be taking every little item. Maybe the outbreak occurred quite recently. That zombie was really quick. So we know, you know, there are cities, there are settlements, there are people. Let's deposit our junk in here. Some supplies already there. What's that noise? Okay. Brahmin. Let's drop off all of this stuff. Haven't yet been bitten by this. I'll just say this now, and this could potentially be a little bit of a letdown, but you know, the zombie infection mechanic from Zombie Walkers was absolutely one of the outstanding components of that early version of that mod. I don't know if it got canned with a later, more updated version. I know some of the features from the earlier version got removed, but if that is in this list, that will be great. It will be great. So there's quite a bit of junk in that that bin there. I guess what's weighing on my mind right now is, are we going here for a hardcore survival experience? Because if we are, there's way too much loot available. However, these biohazard suits are pretty sweet looking. Let's get a look at this. Let's not look at it that way. Let's put it on first, and then we'll look at it. Also, since we crafted it... Oh, interesting. Does that just sit on our back then? So it's obviously it's not an actual shield that we will wield. So it's an armor item. Okay, interestingly, I can't actually access... There we go. I'm going to take that shield off and I'm going to drop it because I didn't really mean to craft it. I just wondered if I could. So let's pretend that that never happened. However, our suit here is pretty sweet looking if you ask me. So yeah, the question is, are we hardcore survival? Is my field of view changed again? No, it's good now. Trick of the eyes. Hardcore survival with very limited loot or not? Because there's hardcore combat, which obviously means very high damage and very, well, it's very easy to die. Turn that off, please. Another Glock. So yeah, balancing out that hardcore element, or is it rather more of a survival roleplay, which is more accessible for people? Because then having lots of loot is fine. You've collected an issue of Jungle Stories magazine. Bear Hunter perk level up, plus 3% more damage to Yaoguais. That's new. I've never had that that bonus before in this game. Alright, let's move on down to Concord. Or... I feel like that magazine maybe should have initiated something, but probably not. Yeah, loads and loads of loot. Absolutely loads of loot. Okay, I won't bring it up again. This is the last time I'll say it. Obviously, a hardcore experience needs less loot. But if it's not hardcore and it's just roleplay, then, you know, whatever. It's no problem, is it? You just don't pick the loot up if you don't want it. I habitually tend to pick up absolutely every little thing as I go. Because I never really see myself... Maybe this is something I could work on. I don't really see myself coming back to places. But maybe I could. Maybe I focus more on not looting. And then do specific loot runs. But it's also hard to remember, isn't it? Where you've been, where you haven't been. Anyway, just thinking out loud here. Question. Do the zombies become... Ooh, he looked like he was about to bite me then. So did he. Mr. and Mrs. Marshall's password. Okay. What exactly does that mean? What's this one? Dear Mr. and Mrs. Marshall, thank you for registering with the Vault-Tec Resident Property Service. In the event that the Vault-Tec... your stored property will be delivered to your registered vault. In the unlikely event that the planet is laid to waste, you can feel safe in the knowledge you'll have everything you need. Vault 4 password. Might is right. Interesting. So they've been given permission to access the vault. That's new, is it? That's not familiar to me. This thing right here. That's not part of vanilla, is it? It's one of my favourite things to do in the world, guys, is explore new things. New environments. So this does the same as our Stalker backpack. I would like to get into a fair bit of settlement. This seems like a caps. It's caps, isn't it? This is what's going on here. So we've got a bug here because this is supposed to be caps and for some reason it's been replaced by a magazine texture, which is interesting. Now, again, I know the developers will be watching this, so they'll be making a note of these things as they occur. Oh wow, okay, I wasn't paying attention. That's been... The difficulty has been increased for that. Also, I've got a weird audio. Is there... Oh, I was going to say, there's one of those... Whatever they're called, radio bots. I know that's not what they're called, but... Alright, let's throw down a save. Who is this person sitting in the road? So we have no weapon sway, which is fine. I don't know. I don't think we're supposed to. I don't know if we're supposed to. I guess we'll find out. Who is
Hey there, can you help me?
Stella? What's going on, Stella?
It's my friend Murphy. He went to the film store, but it's been a while, and it's starting to worry. Can you check on him for me?
Let me just turn the voices up a second. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit louder. So she's asking us to check on somebody called Murphy.
Really? Thank you.
That's a lot
The
better.
big yellow building down the street.
That's a lot
Can you bring Murphy back safely for me, please?
better. Is Murphy... What is Murphy? Who is Murphy? Okay, so... Alright, we've got a mission here. How about we focus in on that then? Obviously, we were given 100 missions when we started, but this is our first in-game experience. Accessed Concord Fallons. Alright, let's see what this is about. This is a new mission to me. Wow, they are pretty quick, aren't they?
This is gonna be awesome.
Whoa, she got a gun? Okay, we got injured there. Hopefully we didn't take a bleed.
I'm dying.
What are you shooting there, little lady? She got a silenced pistol. Oh, she took him out as well.
This area has been pacified.
Ha! Who is this person? Okay. Alright, so yeah, we've been given a mission. Let's hone in on that for a little bit. Also, we've got some activity out here, don't we? Of course, raiders. So one of the things I was wanting to do in my next series, as many of you will know... Okay, so we have the lean mod. Uneducated shooter, that's brilliant. I do normally set this up so that it toggles, so that I don't have to hold it. I find it sometimes a little bit awkward to navigate movement. However, I can make it work. I can also edit that myself. One of the things I wanted to do for our next series was the zombie survival overhaul combined with, well, NPCs and quests. And this is exactly what I was going to do, but 100 times bigger and more powerful. You know, with way more quest mods in that I can personally make work. So this is what we're going to be rolling with for our next series on the channel. Alright. Let's take a look here. So as I release these videos and the developers do their reviews of the footage, I will make a note of any feedback they give me to fill you guys in on. But right now, just know that... What's going on here? Wow, we've got a interesting weapon physics there. Okay, she's got a blue suit on. One thing I'm interested in right now is if I take off my helmet, we don't receive any kind of radiation damage, do we? Should we? Wait a second, have we got a gas mask on? Wow, okay, interesting. Well, let me take that off as well. Do we take any kind of damage from not being in a rad suit? So, I'm wondering right now. I'm not just sitting here staring at this naked guy running around. I promise that's not what I'm doing. I'm thinking. It might look like that's what I'm doing, but I'm thinking about the fact that I'm getting the vibe here from all of this biohazard stuff that this environment is extremely hazardous. And that's why everybody's running around wearing these weird vaults, these weird suits, right? So that should mean, ultimately, that the right now it might be fine, but my character and these characters here are potentially expecting a very, very dangerous radiation storm of some kind to occur, which could occur at any moment. If that's not going to happen... Sorry, I'm trying to find my way here, and I'm trying to look down here for the compass, because that's where it normally is. But it's actually over this way. if there's no real dangerous radstorm impending, why is everybody walking around wearing radiation suits? Because there's no radiation in the atmosphere right now. But if there's an impending threat and it could show up at any moment and they're extremely lethal, then fair enough. Everybody should be wearing rad suits or at least radiation protection. Right, so Gorilla Glue. I need to be going this way somewhere, do I? Now this is one thing, actually. Have I pointed this out this time? Look, good to point this out. I missed this in my second kind of tester video that I made. I saw it in the first one. We have verticality to loads of buildings here. So there's a little bit of a load screen, obviously. Okay, so mental health settings. Alright, yeah, there's a mod, a mental health management mod. So we might have to look into that. There's no ammo up here. But there is an SV98 and some knuckles. Okay, no ammo. That's fine. No ammo. There's not going to be ammo everywhere, is there? However, there was a sniper rifle, which is very cool. Even though we don't have any ammo for it. Ooh, very nice. A little bit of a crossover there on these sites, but I think, you know, they spawn semi-randomly, don't they? So, you know, that's probably to be expected. Let's go back down. Yeah, so I can't tell right now if my field of view's reset, and it's not, is it? I think I keep expecting it to, though. So, a couple little things to tweak. Fallon's admin offices. Alright, let's check this out. This is brand new to me. I have never been in here. I have no idea what to expect. Let's throw down a save here. Alright, let's do it. This actually feels really good to me right now in the sense of playing through Fallout 4 again in a brand new way with no expectation. Obviously, I want to be kind of showcasing the mod list a bit, as much as possible actually, but in the way that's real and authentic, meaning I have no idea what most of this stuff is. And I didn't build the mod list. Is this person friendly? Murphy. Hello.
Hey.
What's going on? There was a kid outside and, you know, she was asking about you.
One thing I learned in the Minutemen was, wait, it'll come to me.
What?
If you have to break a man, break him hard.
Okay, so about the kid that was outside?
Most everyone I called a friend is dead.
Well, this person seems to be mental. That's all, I guess.
Till next time.
So there's no... Do I have a quest in here, then? I have a quest of some sort. What am I not seeing? Let's look at this terminal. Shoplifting? Okay, well, I'm not going to read through all this, unfortunately. Just because that's a lot. That's a lot to be going into.
Everybody, got some news.
Oh.
Followed by yes, followed by flashes, blinding flashes.
What's going on?
Sounds of explosions.
Did you hear the news?
We're trying to get confirmation.
What's happening?
We seem to have lost contact with our affiliate stations.
Oh, that is bad.
We do have coming in. That's
Oh no.
confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York
Oh my
and
god, it's happening.
Pennsylvania.
Oh god.
My God,
This is it.
our soldiers are winning.
It's finally happening.
War. War never changes.
Oh shit.
This is just a drill, right? This can't really be happening. Get out of here.
Wow, this is mental, this audio, isn't it? So we're actually warming up next to this fire. feel like my field of view's off, guys. Honestly, I can't tell if it is or not. Am I tripping out? Yeah, my field of view isn't normally this close in, but when I try to reset it, it's not letting me do that. Okay, there we go. We're back out again. All right, yes, there's a field of view issue. All right, so that was a weird interaction with that guy. I guess obviously I had to do the quest first thing, the quest thing first on the computer. Yeah, this field of view issue definitely needs to be fixed. Believe me, it will too. Right, so that's done. Do we go back outside and talk to the girl now? Let's have a little look around in here. We did just pick up this rifle, which has got really cool animations, but we don't have any ammo for it, which is fine. So we've got a workshop in here. Ooh, very cool. Also, loads of supplies. This is, well, great, I guess. We're not going to take any of this with us. We will actually drop our stuff off here. Alright, so what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Let's go back outside and talk to the girl. After we've looted. Well, okay, I won't take everything because, you know, we don't need it right now, and it looks kind of cool being there. Armor workbench. We will get to this stuff. I'm kind of realizing that I need to step out a little bit of the showcase mind as well, and balance it out with actual gameplay and character development. Otherwise, I'll just be talking about the mod development thing the whole time. I've never done this before, so we're going to take our time with this. I want to be playing the game while also focusing on other stuff. So we've got hair trigger glow sighted pistol and a quick hardened pistol, which has slightly better damage but less DPS, fire rate. We'll stick with the one we've got. It's got glow sights. I like glow sights. I don't know why you picked up a double barrel shotgun. Keep hold of these just in case we find any ammo. We've got 3 shells. What about clothing? So this is going to be a very, very interesting experience. And I feel like right away I want to say, you know, I appreciate the viewers of this channel who are very patient people and very supportive, and I feel quite sort of a bit more mature, I think, than a lot of maybe a lot of people. Let's just say that. So, you know, I would love to hear your thoughts on this, get a bit of feedback from how you feel. This is a different kind of series to anything we've done on the channel. Hopefully you're on board with it. Hopefully you like the sound of exploring this crazy world. I will settle into this as well. Look at this thing here. How cool is that? I will settle into this experience as we go. This requires a terminal. Is it this terminal? Bring the kids to work day. It's nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. No. This one doesn't have anything on it. Okay, so there's another terminal somewhere. Field of views reset again. I think there's like a mod that does faster exits from menus or faster terminal displays or something. So I'll get that sorted, hopefully, for the next episode. In the meantime, as I was saying, I appreciate you being on board for this experience. Hopefully you're on board with it. Again, let me know how you feel. I promise I will figure out how to cultivate a nice balance. Hold on, let's get through this loading screen. I'll figure out how to cultivate a nice balance between essentially doing what I want to do for the developers and doing what I want to do for you, the viewer, on the channel. But you're a part of this too, you know, put your input in. How do you feel about what you've seen here with regards to the mod list? Would you like to see any tweaks, any changes, any recommendations, suggestions, problems? So our quest marker has now moved quite far away. Oh, that's the Greet the Dog quest. Search the building for... Oh, do we have to go back in and talk to Murphy now? Now that we've done that. Oh, there's a subway station there. Okay, so that's something else. Also, what fire are we talking about? What fire feels nice? Is that the sunlight? Okay. Now, one thing I think I'm seeing is we might be getting updates in the top left there from the advanced needs mod, which are not displaying when I've disabled the HUD. So obviously they need to be, if that's happening, it might not be. Where is this place? I've lost it. All of the notifications obviously need to be able to display even when you've disabled the HUD, you know? Okay, they are. Never mind. Fire feels nice is displaying anyway, so scratch what I just said. But I don't know how hungry I am. How hungry am I? Am I hungry? Am I thirsty? Do I have to look in here? Now, I can do my own research into advanced needs. I suppose I can look into the mod myself and figure out how to, you know, how to activate. How to find out whether I'm hungry or thirsty. Let's try and eat something. Moldy food. Oh wow, we just got rats, did we? Okay, that was... Oh wow, what did I do? What did I just do to myself? Okay, nothing. Maybe something? Hard to say. Where's this dude gone? Jamesy's corner is inaccessible. I'll leave the fusion core. I might take some potassium iodide. Somebody's upstairs, aren't they? Sealed Gorilla Glue. So that leads out to the Commonwealth. Power Armor Station. So how exactly do I get to this guy? Search the building. I know where he is. He's upstairs. What just happened? I just walked into that door. I didn't do anything. Okay, hold on. Let me just pause here, see what's going on.
It's your business to know what
Failed? What?
That's why sugar bombs are engineered.
What just happened? Mission failed. Have I lost all my gear? I've lost all my weapons, or loads of my weapons, all my weapons. What is happening?
Stimulants and nutrients, weaving taste and performance together in a cool breakfast cocktail.
I have no idea what just happened. I walked into a door frame, I think, and then somehow ended up inside that room. Did I get knocked out or something? This has just respawned me outside, has it? With the wrong field of view. Okay, that was so weird. Obviously, something... Did I just get, like... kidnapped? Knocked out and then kidnapped? Okay, I kind of want to know what that was about now. So let's... Oh, okay, my torch has changed. Alright, my torch has changed. That's fine. Let's get this going.
Followed by, yes, followed by flashes, blinding flashes.
What's going on?
Sounds of explosions. We're trying to get confirmation.
What's that?
We seem to have lost contact with our third station.
Company.
Coming in. Confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York.
So now do I talk to this guy or? What's on your mind?
Most everyone I called a friend. Dead.
Okay, alright, we can't really talk to this guy for now. Jamesy's corner. So, I don't know what door I walked into. Let me just save in a second. Once this music calms down. Was it this door? I swear I just walked into the corner of this door and suddenly, somehow, materialized somewhere else. What's my quest? Search the building still. Alright, I'm going to save here. I'm going to try and walk inside this room again. That was so weird. I feel like I just walked into the corner of this thing and somehow spawned in a different location, like I'd been kidnapped. Anyway. Well, Murphy's right here and we can't talk to him. Something a little bit odd's going on with this mission.
Something I can do for you?
Got any gear for sale? He has got a fair bit of gear too. Good to know.
Let's see what you got.
Just testing out all of his options here. Okay, this is trading his items. Teleport depravity companions. So this is a depravity mod.
You got it.
That's all I had. Alright, we're going to finish up in a second, guys. Now, obviously, sometimes these mods, they have bugs, don't they? The mods themselves. I'm not talking about what the mod list... The mod list? Issues with the mod list. Sometimes the mods themselves have bugs. The mods that are being used in the list. So, you know, I'd say the developers are probably a little bit limited on what they can do with regards to deep bugs in the mod itself. However, something odd is going on here, so I don't know what can be done about that. Let's go back in here and try and recreate what we just did real quick. I'm going to try and go inside that room again and see, do we get like kidnapped or something? It's kind of cool if that's what's happening. It just kind of happened in a very strange way. I just walked over here. Yeah, it's not happening again this time. That was really, really bizarre, wasn't it? Anyway, alright guys, I think what we're going to do is... Just trying to see if I can do it. I think we're going to leave it at that for this episode. I'm very intrigued by this mod list. I have not introduced even a fraction of the mods that are in here, and you can check the description down below for links to the website, the homepage for this mod list, falloutanomaly.com, and on that page you'll see on the introductory page somewhere on there it doesn't tell you all the mods that are in it, but there's a really good introduction to something like 15 massive new quest mods, just one of which I know adds 50 hours of extra content. I can't remember exactly which one it is, but you know, there's the Fens Sheriff Department, that's one. The Bleachers, which is another one. I've never played through any of these mods. I've heard about some of them. Diamond City Rising, Quest Fusion City Rising, that's in here as well. I think there's loads, honestly. Check it out for yourself. Some really, really interesting times to be had here. But I think for now we're going to leave it at that for episode 1. And again, I'd just like to stress, any issues that come up, the developers are watching. They're paying attention to your feedback. They want your, you know, they're open to testers, other people too, jumping into the Discord. I'll put a link to that down below and letting them know your thoughts, your feelings. Modlist is about 230 gigabytes in total to download. And again, I'll find a way through time and trial and error and practice. I will learn how to find a good balance between our character development for the series and our roleplay, but also sort of the Modlist development side of things too. Alright, you beautiful, wonderful, amazing people. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. I hope you're on board with it. It's a really interesting kind of opportunity for the channel. And, you know, we get to experience this incredible mod list and be a part of it. Be a part of the development help the developers turn this mod list into the game they really want to see and the game that we really want to play. So yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Please do come back again very soon. Look out for another episode on this series within the next few days, and I do look forward to seeing you there. Alright, goodbye for now.